What is happening? Hope everyone is doing well. We have a Starbucks Grande Blonde Latte. I want to chat about automate, delegate, remove. Today, I want to chat about mindset. Today, I want to chat about becoming a lifelong learner. Today, we are talking about sales processes. So we're going to entitle these live sessions Coffee with Cody. What is happening? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe out there. Thanks for tuning in another episode of Coffee with Cody. Today, we are going to chat about expecting results overnight, and really excited to chat about this because something that is more going to be a rant more than anything today. So if you are on the live, throw live. If you listen back to the replay, throw a replay. We are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on a bunch of places. I'm live on Instagram as well. Instagram got to already see kind of the behind the scenes. My team has said to me like, hey, you really need to go live on our Instagram account more. We're doing some cool stuff there, like Sell by Chat and posting more content. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, it's just at Studio PTBO. It's our agency. If this is your first time tuning into Coffee with Cody, just want to say thank you more than anything. Really the goal behind these is to help you with the marketing and mindset knowledge, help you build, grow, and scale your business online. Today, I'm going to chat with entrepreneurs, business owners, real estate agents about, expecting results overnight. Results don't happen overnight. And this is a little bit of a rant because there's a reason why when we work with clients, we're asking for 90-day to 6-month commitments. The reason that we ask for these things is because we know results don't happen overnight. So if you're 30 days into anything and you're seeing some results, but hardly any results, you're 30 days in. This goes for diets, this goes for life, this goes for everything. The uphill battle, especially with online lead generation, is it can take time to crack the funnel. It takes time, where things break and then we have to fix them, and things break and we have to fix things. Like last week, our cost per call was $260. Now it's down to $140. And it's you go back and forth. It's online lead generation, diets, all these things work. They just don't happen overnight. So how can you expect to get results overnight? Nothing good happens overnight. And the thing I want to get across today is I want to chat about long-term planning for your business, for your real estate business, long-term planning. That the reality of the fact is that majority of buyers, even majority of sellers, are looking 6 to 18 months out. So if you get to chat with somebody on the phone that is saying, hey, I want to buy 12 months down the road, that was a conversation you didn't have before. And the encouragement I want to give you more than anything is I'm going to give you some tactics today on how you can actually get better at sales, because I can hand 100 leads to a real estate agent, or hand 100 leads to a business owner, and the sales process will either make or break them. Just really at the end of the day, if you follow the sales process the way the sales process is meant to be, you're going to get appointments. You're going to the reason I say this is because originally when we started out as a lead gen based business, and I got kind of frustrated, to be honest with you, about lack of follow-up. And I kind of took responsibility myself, and I said, you know what, we're going to build an ISA agency. We're going to build a call center inside of our agency, because I want to make sure that we can actually get clients real financial results. So we started booking appointments. The issue was, prior to that, was the lead generation issue really came into fact that the issue we had was we just couldn't get people to call their own leads. And I get it. People are busy. If you're on a showing, if you're in front of a lead, are you going to nurture the lead that's in front of you, or are you going to nurture the lead that might buy with you 12 months down the road? Of course, you're going to nurture the lead that's in front of you. So what we do on the back end is help you get into these conversations. And that's really what we do. We want to make the initial conversation, and then your sales process takes over. And I chatted a little bit about this, about getting the buyer agreement signed yesterday. But today I want to chat about the fact that if you're 30 days into anything and you expect just magically things are just going to pop open for you, you just have unrealistic expectations. I want to see progress. I want to see some sort of progress, but you can't expect anything good to happen in 30 days. It takes time to tweak things, to figure out who your audience is. And this goes for diets, this goes for life, this goes for business. A lot of people think that in business that you just magically get to $100,000 a month. It took in order for us to hit our first $100,000 month, took, probably, I think 2 years before we had $100,000 a month. And we're pretty, like, now we're on set, we're on pace to be a 7-figure business. But the thing is, like, it takes reps. It takes, like, trial and error, figuring things out, and I know this, like, when we're talking a little bit about ads today, kind of relating this back to what we do, initially the roadblock was, like, we can't get these leads into an appointment with us. And then we added the call center agency, and now it's just always something. Like, at some point you got to take responsibility for the fact that, hey, look, results don't happen overnight, and we will do everything we possibly can in order to get you the results. But you just have to realize that results don't happen overnight in business, in life, in really anything you do. But something that I tell everyone on my team, and something that I share with everyone on my team, is that while results don't happen overnight, the only way you get better is by listening back to your game tapes. So I want to shift gears for a second about, results. If you really want to get better results, you need to be listening back to every interaction. So if you're in these seller presentations, or if you're an entrepreneur, you need to listen back to your calls. You need to record your calls. You need to listen to the back. You need to dissect them, because I guarantee you, and I chatted with a realtor the other day from, I forget, they were from, I think, Toronto area. The Toronto area. I chatted with a real estate agent in the Toronto area yesterday, and we were chatting, and she was explaining, I'm like, do you record your calls? And she says, no, I don't record my presentations. Well, how do you know your presentation's even working? Because she gave me 3 examples yesterday of times where she lost the sale to another agent. Like, so let's just put this into perspective. And then she was explaining to me that the lead quality that the other agency that she gave, that they gave them, like, we were giving appointments, but she lost the sale with somebody else. That's not a lead quality issue. That's a sales issue. So I highly, highly implore you to listen back to your game tapes. Listen back. Like, if you aren't recording your calls, you're not, like, or recording your presentations, you have no idea what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So all of our salespeople on our team record their calls. And we started to do this for our onboarding process, is to look internally as well, to listen back and be like, could we have explained this better? Could we have actually added this thing in, and what would that have done? And it's like, the only way to reflect and the only way to get results is by having statistics and having a measurement, and listening back to calls and listening back to presentations and reviewing the game tapes. The only way you get better at something is reviewing the thing that you already did. And again, this is a little bit of a rant, because, like, everyone I chat with in the sales industry, they like that are actually sales professionals. They're listening to their calls back. They are reviewing them. They're constantly looking at their sales frameworks. They're constantly tweaking, refining, figuring out, okay, what's working, what's not working. How did I explain this? Did I explain this properly? You real estate agent, sales professional, you need to be crafting your sales message. You need to be scripting yourself. And again, let the framework work, but you need to listen back to your game tape. So I highly, highly implore you, record your Zoom sessions, record your initial sessions, map out what that process looks like from appointment to to presentation to listing activated, whatever your sales process is. The only way you know whether it's working or not working is by actually reviewing your game tapes. So I highly implore you to do that. I highly implore you to look internally, just like we're looking internally. We've been recording all of our calls, recording all of your onboarding calls to figure out, okay, like, what's working, what's not working, where are we falling short? Are we not setting proper expectations? All things we're asking ourselves daily on our daily huddles and our daily calls, because, like, we want it to be better. We want to set better expectations. And for you, I want that same thing for you, real estate agent. I want you to set better expectations, to get better at educating clients, because whether you if you can really master this and really tackle your sales process, by the time you come to us, by the time we chat, like, you'll be ready to go. So I really want to encourage you. I really hope that this helps. Again, all you have to do is, like, when you're doing your sales presentation or that initial conversation that you have with clients, I highly implore you to record the conversation, record the Zoom call. If you're in person, just like if you're in person, ask them to record. Again, the only way you get better is by listening back to your game tapes. And the way that I equated to this, the conversation that I had with this real estate agent in Toronto yesterday rather, I said, like, no basketball player gets off the court and just says, I wonder what I did wrong there, without listening back to, like, watching back their game tapes. They're always watching back game tapes to figure out, like, what if I would have done this? What if I would have done this play? What if I would have said this? Did I say this right? Did I explain this right? All these things should be going through your head as a sales professional on a daily basis. These are things I think about every day, things I work with on our team, and we're still just getting started. But I really hope that this empowers you to really listen back to your game tapes, not expect results overnight, because you're going to tweak these things. You're going to figure out what is working, what's not working. And, the encouragement I want to give you is, like, listen back to your game tapes. Don't expect results overnight, but try new things, test the waters, find what's working, what's not working. So thank you so much for tuning in another episode of Coffee with Cody. Hope you got some value out of that today. If you did, just throw value in the comment section below. We'd love to chat with you some more. And hope you have a great day. And I hope you start recording your calls. And we'll chat with you soon. See you guys.